नमस्कार, आप देख रहे हैं एएनएम न्यूज। मैं अभिजीत नंदी मजुमदार आपके साथ सुर्खियों को लेकर हाजिर हुई हूं। सीधे चलते केरला, कोविड 19 केसेस पूरा भारत में तूल पकड़े हुए हैं। जहां देखिए वहीं पर कोरोना वायरस की स्पर्श नजर आता जा रहा है। केरला में शुरू हुई थी कोविड 19 की केस भारत में, और सीधे चलते रायगढ़ जिला पुलिस केरला लोकनाथ बेहरा जी के पास। लोकनाथ जी, क्या स्टेटस है, क्या स्थिति है अभी कोविड 19 की? हाल क्या है केरला में?
See, Abhijit, thank you very much. And though we started with the first case in Kerala, we did a lot of actually good work. As you know, we could contain this particular virus to a large extent up to May 4th. When May 4th, the airlines and everything got opened, and people and this from different parts of the country and from outside started coming to Kerala. So what happened, not only from in various parts of India, I mean those places which are hot zones, containment zones, they came by various flights or by trains. A large number of expatriates who stay abroad, especially in the Gulf region, they started coming, and they were all affected positive. So what happened is, we call them now we have categorized the positive cases into two types. One is called the imported cases, which means that which have been the people who are coming from abroad and those people who are coming from other states. They are all mostly they are people of Kerala. They have all the rights to come back to their native place. We can't stop them saying that you can't come, and they came. So to, yesterday night, we had actually 2,257 positive cases in the state. Out of that, 2012 cases are imported cases and 245 cases are locally acquired cases. So that means today we have actually the highest number of reporting. 272 people have been tested positive. We are going for a very large sentinel and kind of testing. So a lot of people are coming, being shown positive. The only saving grace and to a respite is that most of the cases, our 89% of cases are imported cases, 11% cases are locally acquired, which are local transmission or a touch or something. But we have to be actually careful. Our success is actually the success of the quarantine system. We actually started this quarantine at home, this system. And here the people have good facilities, unlike in my state or in West Bengal, people are having their own attached toilets, a single room for them. So it worked quite well. And we actually enforce with the ward level committee, there is that, all kind of things. Wherever the quarantine has become successful, the virus has been contained. But I am not saying we are perfect. Many people also jump quarantine because it is like a confinement. A particular person coming from abroad, he has to go for 14 days of home quarantine. It is like confined into a room. He might be asymptomatic. He must be thinking that nothing has happened to him. Putting there in the room with a television or with a mobile phone, his food is coming there, he's eating. It is actually 14 days like confined. So there is also a tendency to the jump quarantine, go out and meet a friend and come back. That creates a problem. So police is actually very much active in containing the quarantine jumping. This is what is happening, and that, as you said, as you know, Kerala has got good medical facilities at the government sector.
No, but I just want to ask one thing: Are you earmarking any containment zones? Are you ensuring or enforcing lockdown measures and containment zones?
See, whichever is actually declared as containment zones, it is a dynamic concept. There is some parameters given by the Union Health Ministry. We go strictly by that parameters. We actually declare a containment zone. The moment it is declared as a containment zone, basically a particular ward or a mohalla is declared as a, not that the entire city is containment zone. So what we do is that we put the lockdown in pakka sense. That means nobody goes in, nobody goes out. That is the pakka thing. No institution get open, and in many places we only provide the food. If you actually put a number, they can call, we can pick up the food and go and give it to them if somebody doesn't cook that. So containment zone, it varies. Say today it is suppose 80, tomorrow it may be 85, the next day it will be 75. This is how we are doing. But what happened in Trivandrum city, as you know, it's the capital. On Sunday, we discovered that out of the 27 positive cases reported, only 5 are imported cases, 22 are contact cases. So we got a little rattled, and to be that we put a lockdown. We have come out with something called triple lockdown. This is a triple lockdown, as you had told me some time back. You had asked me about this. It's a very unique concept. It is actually that like 3 locks put together. That means the persons are kept at home. Nobody comes out. We cover them with petrols and kind of things, motorcycle petrol, this, that. And nobody actually is allowed to come outside. We provide everything to the house. Everything, including to milk, to newspaper, to khana, to everything we do, if you want. And if you do not want, and it is all technology based, and if you run away from that, we actually catch you through a mobile application. So this is how we are doing, and it has been done in Trivandrum city, which is the capital. That is a very difficult thing for the police to implement, especially in capital. But it is already second day. We could manage that, and it has been put for up to Sunday. Let us see how it goes.
How long is the containment? How long is the lockdown do you enforce?
See, Trivandrum city, we are actually contemplating for 7 days. So the containment zone, as long as it is a containment zone, the parameters are there, it will be like that. I mean, it will be as if it is, declassified, as it is a containment zone becomes non-containment zone, then only we will withdraw. Otherwise, that is, suppose it is, in some places it is going on for more than 15, 20 days. So this is how it is very tough for the police or the health department to enforce this kind of things. But anyway, that actually helps us in containing the virus to some extent.
So containment zone, there is no fixed period till which you run those containment zones. It depends on the cases, and if there are no fresh cases, on a basic period of 7 days, you contain those people.
Yeah, that is right. That is the guideline what you said from the Ministry of Health. We have to go by that. Suppose so many, they give a marks for secondary contact, primary contact, and the positive cases. So accordingly, it actually varies. If the positive cases go down, the secondary contact goes down, the containment zone becomes non-containment zone. Within 2 days or 3 days or 5 days, it becomes like that. So we actually, that kind of lockdown is not actually continued.
So, Ismail, the last thing that I wanted to know, what is your future strategy now that coronavirus cases are showing no signs of abating? Things are moving forward, number of cases are piling up. So what is the next step, and what are your plans to bring it to a zero?
See, it is not actually, I can't say that it will be brought to zero. You know what has happened? The number of expatriates are going to increase over the period of time. Now, most of the places which are affected in Gulf region, the people are ready to come back to the state. They think that probably it is a better place than those places, etc. So, large number of flights have been lined up to 31st of July. So, we are expecting more than around 3.5 lakh expatriates to come back. So, that will spike our cases. Only strategy is that let us not actually contain it. Let them go to the quarantine. Let them actually go to the hospital for treatment. Let them not mix with the people to actually transmit. That is the basic strategy now. And go for large scale of, pool testing, antigen testing, sentinel testing, and large numbers. So you find out what is happening. This is actually the clinical strategy. The other part is that, economy and other things have to go on. So some
But
of the activities.
you're not stopping flights from coming to Kerala.
No. We have not stopped, and neither we have any intention right now to stop. Because the expatriates, they have booked for quite some time back. And all getting tickets even from Kuwait and Saudi Arabia and other places is difficult. Even England, people are coming from England, America, or other places. So we are allowing them to come down, then take them straight from the airport to their home. I mean, there is a simple symptom, then you take them to the hospital. We are actually very, very strongly enforcing it.
Okay, so home quarantine and containment zone and ensuring proper home quarantine and containment is the key to success. That is what you are saying at the moment.
Yeah. That is to some extent, we are concerned about that community spread should not happen. That is the most difficult thing to handle. Up till now, because, yeah.
Yeah, I was just asking, while doing so, has there been a mass this thing in Kerala police? Has Kerala police been affected by coronavirus?
Unfortunately, only, I mean, we are not that large scale affecting is not happened. Till now, we have 4 cases only. Only 4 persons have been affected. We go for actually now, on Sunday, went for a massive test of the police people because they come in contact and all those. We have actually a very strong protocol for the Kerala police. They cannot actually budge from those protocols. And we gave them all the safety gears. I mean, we have innovated, PPE kit. PPE kit is very uncomfortable to do duties, traffic duty. So we have innovated that. I mean, a raincoat, we have made it a PPE kit with all kind of modifications, etc. So we try to, and we educate them every day through their mobile, something, don't do this, don't do that, don't go there, from the duty place, go home, don't go here and there. This kind of things we are trying to actually, we have a scheme called Protect the Protectors, a kind of thing we have launched. We are trying our best so that they are not affected. So that will be that is one of the strategies we are adopting, and we think that it will be very successful.
थैंक यू वेरी मच। धन्यवाद आपको लोकनाथ जी हमारे साथ जुड़े रहने के लिए और बताने के लिए कि किस स्ट्रैटेजी पे आप केरला ये पूरे हालात पर काबू पाएंगे। और थैंक्स अ लॉट फॉर बीइंग विद अस मिस्टर लोकनाथ बेहरा।
थैंक यू अभिजीत, थैंक यू।
और हम फिर हाजिर होंगे आप सबके सामने इस तरह के और प्रोग्राम्स को लेकर। आप देखते रहिए।